Hello, Algebra 2 students. We are going to do 7-2 exponential equations and inequalities. We're going to solve equations and inequalities with exponents in them, with the variables in the exponents. So here would be a simple exponential equation. And I had a little fun with this lesson. So what we're going to do is you want to get the same base. You always want to get the same base. So we have 2 to the x, and we're going to solve for x equals 16. So 2 and 16 are not the same base, but can we make them have the same base? So what do you think it is? Do you think it's 2 to the 4th or 4 to the 2nd? Right, it's going to be 2 to the 4th because they're the same base. Now, when you have the same base, you can set the exponents equal to each other. So if I were to erase here, this would be 4. So then our answer, I can pull for the solution here, is going to be x equals 4. I can just get rid of the bases and just set those equal to each other when the bases are the same, your exponents. So that's what we'll be doing. So here's another example. We have 3 to the x minus 1 equals 81. So if you notice, the bases are not the same. So we want to get the bases the same. So pause the video and see what 4 steps, what 2 of the 4 steps would help you. Well, you should have said this step for sure. This step gets us the same base. We have 3 to the x minus 1 and 3 to the 4th power. And when you do that, then you could use this step right here and set your exponents equal to each other. The bases are not needed any further. So the final work should be this right here. If I pull it out, there we go, ta-da! So we get the same base. Now we can just set them equal to each other. X minus 1 equals 4. We're going to add 1 to both sides, and then we get x equals 5 is our final answer. And you can plug it back in to check. So write these notes down, write these steps down. Pause and rewind if you need to. Now what about with inequalities? Well, with inequalities, you're going to solve it the same way. I want you to see if you can do it this way, but then you're going to have a less than sign instead of an equal to sign. So here we have a little magnifying glass to find some hints. So I'm going to use it to find some hints. All right, get this, the base is the same. All right, we can do that. What else? What else? What else? 2 to the 3rd equals 8. That's helpful. And 2 to the 4th equals 16. So here are some bases for you, or some hints for you. So go ahead and pause the video and see what you come up with. All right. So our solution steps are as follows. So we have 2 to the 4th and 2 to the 3rd. So we have the same bases, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and set the exponents equal to each other. So we have 4 times 2x minus 3 is less than 3. And then when we do that, we have x minus 12 is less than 3. We're going to add 12 to both sides, and we get 8x is less than 15. Then we get x is less than 15 over 8. And should work out to be less than 8 when you plug it back in, which it is. All right, here's another one. Now if you notice, we have 2 to the x plus 2 is greater than 1 over 32. How do you think you'd set this up? Well, I have a few hints here if I can erase. Let's see if I can find a hint. Erase my wonderful drawings. Aha. 2 to the negative 5th power equals 1 over 32. So you can write this 1 over 32 as a power of 2. It's going to be 2 to the negative 5th. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve this. All right. So we get the bases the same, and then the exponents, we can just deal with those. So we have x plus 2 is greater than a negative 5, and then we have x is greater than a negative 7. So you want to plug in something that's greater than a negative 7, and that should be greater than 1 over 32. Which I don't think I said that on the last one, did I? I said 15 over 8. So you want to pick something less than 15 over 8. I'm sorry, I apologize. All right. All right. Now sometimes you might have to change both of the exponents. So keep that in mind, and we'll talk about that in class. But in the Google form below, I want you to do this problem here. I want you to solve for x, and then type it in the Google form below. Thanks, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.